I'll be honest. I never much paid attention to the Assassin's Creed. I played Assassin's Creed 1, I played Revelations 3, 4, this one. I didn't play 2 or Brotherhood. And I didn't play Liberation, and I didn't play the DLCs for 3 and 4. But I don't fully understand what the Assassin's Code is.
What their code is?
What their creed is, like. And I know their creed are a guideline set of rules, but I don't understand what their purpose is. If they and the Templars want the same thing.
Well, they think that the Templars just want to control and run everything. And to an extent, they do, but they don't want to do it for their own seemingly selfish gain, as opposed to... They just want everything to flow properly.
Kind of like...
And the Assassins see that as a threat to people's individuality and freedom.
Independence.
And, yeah, independence.
Well, if you look at it, societies that kind of downplay the individual and focus on the group as a whole are more successful.
Exactly.
Like...
But that's also the thing. I mean, even though the Assassins in modern day time are still fighting against the Templar, the Abstergo Entertainment and company as a whole is very successful, very wealthy. They're doing much better off for the same reasons.
Abstergo?
Yeah.
What is that?
Because they're working for everything other as opposed to their own selfish needs.
But they also
wants.
like to censor stuff.
Yeah. That's because not everything needs to be seen. They feel that it's better that way. And it seems to be working thus far.
Yeah. But I can also see, because lots of people don't like censorship because they feel it's their choice to decide what they do and do not hear.
Fair enough.
Although there are many people that say that it's the responsibility of game developers and content providers of basically any genre to monitor their own like exports.
Well, think about it this way. What would happen with Juno and the solar flare and everything? If the Assassins had their way, probably everybody would have known about it. Can you imagine how much chaos that would have spread across the entire world?
What did the solar flare do? I don't remember.
It was going to
kill everyone.
Yeah, it was going to wipe out humanity, as opposed to Desmond just being the one who died for it.
I'm so glad he died.
Now, if the Templar with Abstergo, they would have kept that from everybody and fixed it effectively, kind of like what Desmond did. There didn't need to be widespread panic, chaos, and everything that ensued.
Yeah.
That seems to be one of the main differences between them, as far as I understand.
It's kind of like that villain. I don't remember. I think it was Infamous 1. It was 1 or 2. I think it was at the end of 1 because I was playing. I didn't play 2. But he wanted to spread the truth about all the people with the weird powers, the conduits.
Mm-hmm.
And the town's like government, I don't know what else to call it. The hierarchy of the city wanted to keep it quiet, but all he wanted to do was like tell the truth.
Yeah.
And that caused him to be looked at as the villain because he wanted to spread chaos and anarchy.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna sit by this to warm up a little bit. It seems to be a pretty commonly understood and yet at the same time ignored fact that many people can't handle truth. Most people can't.
Yeah.
And if they can handle it, then I don't know because I haven't really met many people that can.
Yeah, I would still prefer a society that was based logically and on order as opposed to complete and utter freedom.
Like Japan.
Yeah.
Japan has a very fixed society, and it works very well.
Mm-hmm.
I like that we're talking world troubles and politics in Assassin's Creed. I mean, people aren't going to watch this for my gameplay, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe I should have played.
I think that actually would have been a pretty good idea. I'm going to go upgrade. But yeah, what was it? In the video we watched, they said that... Why is it so dark in here? It's actually brighter on my computer than it is in here.
That's probably because you don't have many of this stuff unlocked yet.
This is just my weaponry. I don't need to change that right now.
That's the ship.
But they said that kids in high school said that one of the biggest threats to a person or something, somebody growing up that they need to look out for, is being an individual, because it's much more efficient and much more socially acceptable to fit into a group than to stand out. And to many people in America, in particular many people that I hung out with in high school, individuality was very, very important. Mostly because to begin with we didn't fit in, and after a while we decided to segregate ourselves because we wanted to be proud of who we were. In Japan, where people aren't nearly as rude and blunt and pick on kids in school. I mean, kids still pick on other kids in there. I mean, nobody's... Like, no one country is a paradise.
Right.
But I would have rather have grown up in Japan. I would have fit in a little bit better. I think.
Suppose.
Because I was in...
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having your own personality and being individual, but...
Not at all.
A lot of people take that to an extreme, unnecessarily so, and just cause...
Problems.
Yeah.
Like Miley Cyrus.
Let's not get started on that.
I mean, we could also look at Lady Gaga, who is completely unique, but she's not actually causing a problem.
No.
Whereas Miley Cyrus is.
I don't want to bring any of that into this conversation.
Do you want to go back to talking about Japan?
Oh, thank God, a cutscene saved me.
That was brief.
Or not.
Well, we don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
Well, I just meant bringing people into it.
Specific names?
Well, specifically names that I don't really know. I don't like commenting on things that I don't know about.
Yeah, because you don't know much about Miley Cyrus or Lady Gaga personally. Their individual philosophies or something.
And plus, I'd rather not bring people like that into a debate of any sort, because, I mean, honestly, you can't take Miley Cyrus seriously. Let's just put that out there.
Yeah.
I mean, they're supposed to be entertainers, not...
Yeah. But many people feel... I don't know who, anyone specifically... I guess people that don't want to take responsibility for their own actions and morality blame game designers, music creators, movie writers for their children wanting to go out and shoot other kids, for all the bad things in the world. And I don't know. I don't feel like the media has as much control as that. I feel like it does have control.
Well, I mean, you can argue that children are impressionable. And
very.
They are, but... I mean, at what point does one not have their own conscience and ability to think and choose for themselves? I mean...
And isn't it the parents' responsibility to teach them right from wrong?
Impressionability can only go so far.
Yeah. But it's the parents themselves, like...
Why did Assassin's Creed turn into a morality debate?
Because it's always been a morality debate. That's what Assassin's Creed is.
Well, play the game.
Okay.
here.
You're an awful assassin.
George Washington and his militia have fired on French troops under Jumonville. The French are calling it an act of war.
George Washington. You mean Lawrence's younger brother?
Yeah, it's the same. Speaking of Lawrence Washington, you eliminated him. James Wardrop has moved up in ranks. All the Templar resources are at his disposal.
What about the manuscript?
My sources in New York confirm that Wardrop has it. I also learned that he is here at the Congress in the County Guard.
Shay, find Wardrop. Get that manuscript.
This place is thick with Templar troops. Liam and I will make sure he doesn't escape.
Oh, thank God. You guys are going to do something.
Basically, it's all up to you again.
Yeah. Of course it is.
But I mean, look at them. They're horrible assassins. You snuck up onto her with...
She even got scared.
And Liam's just a dick. He didn't even be like, hey, look, Che.
I think he, yeah, just
Because
wanted...
he saw you. I mean, come on.
He saw. He knew.
He's like, see, I told you you're a bad assassin.
So I need to go find Wardrop.
No. I don't think it's Wardrop. I think it's somebody else that you have to... Yeah, maybe it is. Anyway, the guy that you're trying to find's over there.
Okay. Okay, I believe you.
Oh, that's...
So we're gonna have to sneak our way through here?
Yeah, it's not too hard.
So I'm gonna...
It's actually not hard at all. I went around the other side of the barn, I think, and went up that way. Well, not barn, what is that? Just like a little place on the water. I mean, you can go this way.
I am. I'm gonna go this way.
But yeah, not hard at all.
Alright, get around. The tree. What's going on over here? Hey, it's Benjamin Franklin.
That must be the Templar William Johnson.
Is it?
Perhaps he has the manuscript, or knows where it is.
As I have stated previously, I believe we need a national union, granted by an act of parliament, but bringing greater independence to our colonies. The French are an immediate threat. We are ill prepared to face them. To put it bluntly, the colonies must join or die.
Rousing speech, Master Franklin. But do you truly believe Great Britain will grant her colonies autonomy?
They have little choice, Master Johnson. You know the remoteness of this frontier better than most.
Yes. But let us leave politics for another day. I wanted to thank you for your research.
Of course. In the brief time I can examine that box, I can tell it is something unique. From ancient Egypt, you say? Well, as I mentioned in my letter, I am quite ready to electrify it.
Excellent. We will have the box delivered shortly. As for the manuscript, Captain?
Captain kind of looks like a girl when he's standing.
Refused to hand it over. He said the risks were too great.
The risks? I apologize. You will have the manuscript and the box in the briefest of delays. You mangy excuse for a uniform. Run to Fort Frederick and tell Master Wardrop he had better cop on the manuscript post-haste. Else I will have him scalped.
Oh my God. He looks familiar.